Hey, moving right along. Psalm 62, 1 through 4.
Psalms chapter 62, verse 1. Truly my soul waiteth upon Yahweh. From him cometh my salvation.
Right?
Verse 2. He only is my rock and my salvation. He is my defense. I shall not be greatly moved. Verse 3. How long will ye imagine mischief against a man? Ye shall be slain all of you as a bowing wall shall ye be, and as a tottering fence. Verse 4. They only consult to cast him down from his excellency. They delight in lies. They bless with their mouth, but they curse inwardly. Salah.
That's right. It's talking about the other nations, man, and how they do the Israelites, right? They hate us, especially the northern kingdom tribes. And if that's not evident, then you ain't paying attention, right? They hate the Native Americans, so-called Native Americans, and they hate the so-called Mexicans and South Americans, right? It's very evident in the way they operate. It's like they want to kick them while they're down, right? I mean, you got the native tribes, various tribes, all over America that are fearful, for their own safety and freedom, because so-called white man and his administration and his terrorists, right, and his slave catching squad, right, ICE has been terrorizing the Northern Kingdom tribes. And we're talking about the Hispanics and the natives, right? Everybody knows that they're targeting the Hispanics, but now they're pulling the natives into that, wanting to detain and arrest them as well, as if they don't know the difference between a Native American and a so-called Mexican. I mean, they're the ones that created the difference, right? They came over here, they snatched up half the natives and forced them into learning how to speak Spanish. It's terrible. I mean, it's terrible. So let's jump down to verse 10. Read verse 10 and 11.
Psalm 62, verse 10. Trust not in oppression, and become not vain in robbery.
Right, because that's what they do, right? They're trusting that they're going to be able to continue to oppress the Israelites to where they can stay in leadership. Right, go ahead.
If riches increase, set not your heart upon them.
That's why we have to separate ourselves from the American society that's all about capitalism and money, right? Because that just breeds wickedness. Go ahead.
Verse 11. Yahweh hath spoken once, twice have I heard this, that power belongeth unto Yahweh.
That's right. In the end, this program is what's going to prevail, right? It doesn't matter what it looks like now. It's like, the Bible is going to be done away with soon. They're going to get rid of it and all that. The hell you say, right? Because this, according to the scriptures, right, is going to endure forever, right? Hey, and we need it to. The other nations are scared to death of this Bible, man. They don't want to read it. They don't want to hear it.
Right.
That's what's wrong with America, man, because they're not hearing it. It ain't enough people reading the Bible. No, it's like it ain't enough people listening to when people are reading the Bible. So, is it on that?
That's it on that, brother.
Come on. Let's shoot on over to the Ezekiel 35, 5 and 6. Right, this is nothing new here. Go ahead.
This is Ezekiel chapter 35, verse 5. Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred, and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel, by the force of the sword, in the time of their calamity, in the time after their iniquity had an end. Verse 6. Therefore, as as I live, saith the Lord Yahweh, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee. Saith thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee.
That's right. So, hey, the other nations, right, particularly the Edomites, have had a never-ending hatred for the Israelites, right? And that's what's made them bloody men, right? It's terrible. We're going to jump over to Psalm 59 and read 1 all the way down to 10, right? I mean, these are the things that we look for and that we're looking at. Go ahead.
Psalm 59, start with verse 1. Deliver me from my enemies, O my power.
Right. That's what we want. With the Most High, deliver us from our enemies, so-called white man and other nations, the Arab man, the African man, all the other heathens. Go ahead.
Defend me from them that rise up against me. Verse 2. Deliver me from the workers of iniquity, and save me from bloody men.
That's right. The bloody men that have had an everlasting hatred for us and continue to spend billions on programs and legislation that's going to continue to keep us destroyed as a nation. Go ahead.
Verse 3. For lo, they lie in wait for my soul. The mighty are gathered against me, not for my transgression, nor from my sins, O Lord.
Right. Just like we was reading. They want to deport Israelites that haven't done anything wrong. They don't have a criminal history. Right? It's not about that for them. It's just a perpetual hatred. Read on.
Verse 4. They run and prepare themselves without my fault. Awake to help me, and behold.
Right. Crying out to the Most High because there's no justice and it's unfair, the so-called legal system that's here. Like just what we're talking about, the frivolous arrests that we often go through. Right? Go ahead.
Verse 5. Thou therefore, O Lord, Yahweh of hosts, the power of Israel, awake to visit all the heathen. Be not merciful to any wicked transgressor.
That's right. All the heathen need to be judged, right? Because, okay, you know, some of these other nations that are over here amongst us, right? They say, man, yeah, Donald Trump, he's hard on them so-called Mexicans, right? But then they just go back to whatever they were doing. Mm-hmm. You know, they're perfectly fine with it. And it's sad because a lot of our people fell into that same boat, right? Just like articles Goodall had, you know, Chick Gabriella and Carlos, I think their name were. They, you know, they had been lulled to sleep by American society, voting for Donald Trump, or even if they didn't, believing that when he's in power, he's going to do something positive for them. But now they're under threat of being deported. See how that works? Hey, he's a ravening wolf in sheep's clothing. You got to separate from the devil. Go ahead.
Verse 6. They return at evening. They make a noise like a dog and go around about the city.
That's right. Just like, you know, the natives, they thought, oh, we're good now. So-called white man, he drove us into this horrible part of the country, but he's going to leave us alone now. Oh, no. He's going to come back later, and he's going to keep effing with you. Go ahead.
Verse 7. Behold, they belch out with their mouth. Swords are in their lips. For who, say they, doeth hear? Verse 8. But thou, O Lord, shalt laugh at them. Thou shalt have all the heathen in derision.
Beautiful.
Verse 9. Because of his strength will I wait upon thee, for Yahweh is my defense.
That's right. We're waiting on the Most High. You know, we don't need to grab arms right now. We just need to try to stay steadfast into the law, statutes, commandments, and keep the faith, right? Go ahead.
The power of my mercy shall prevent me. Yahweh shall let me see my desire upon my enemies.
And that's what we're looking for. We want to see our enemies in the low state, right? That's what, you know, That's one of the benefits of being an Israelite, right? That's one of the promises, is that the curses that was on us going to be put on the other nations, right? It's not that they might, it's just a matter of when, right? Anyone on that?
That's it, dog.
Come. So, you know, the powers that be want to eliminate the Israelites, man. And as the Israelites, we need to understand that that's not going to change. There's nothing we can say or do that's going to all of a sudden make the white man say, you know what, let's get those Mexicans a second chance. You know, let's bring them on in here. No, that's never going to happen. There's a never-ending hatred, and that's why they got to be wiped off the planet, man. And when their time comes, because they can't get right.
Right.
And they don't want to, right? Give me Psalm 58:3, and then jump down to 10.
This is Psalm chapter 58, verse 3. The wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies.
That's right. Hey, they're far from the Most High, right? From the beginning, they're estranged from the Most High and His program, right? They're not part of it. Well, they're not for it, right? They're against it. All right, let's get verse 10.
Verse 10. The righteous shall rejoice when he seeth the vengeance.
That's right.
He shall wash his feet in the blood of the wicked.
And we got some dirty feet, so we need that to happen ASAP. Right? Hey, this is what's in store for those that had a perpetual hatred against the Most High's chosen, right? And it's just and right, you know. So I'm gonna just bring out Psalms 83:15 to the end of that chapter and close it out.
Psalms 83, starting with verse 15. So persecute them with thy tempest, and make them afraid with thy storm.
Right, this is what we're praying for. Let the Most High shake up their world, right? Like they're doing to ours. Go ahead.
Verse 16. Fill their faces with shame, that they may seek thy name, O Lord.
Beautiful. And hey, he's already started doing that. They're so ashamed of themselves, they can't stand to look or hear about a damn native Indian, right? Go ahead.
Verse 17. Let them be confounded and troubled forever.
Forever. Because that's how long they've been hating on us and trying to hold us down. Go ahead.
Yea, let them be put to shame and perish. Verse 18. That men may know that thou, whose name is Yahweh, art the Most High over all the earth.
That's right. Most High over all the earth, he has a chosen, right? And those people, that nation, the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel, they're going to continue to be his chosen. It don't matter how far the other nations want to move us away. It's already been written, right? We're going to make it, we're going to be in the New Jerusalem, right? And then all this is going to be history. But we're not going to forget, though, because the other nations, they got to get their part, right? So with that, I'm going to say, hey, the powers that be, they want to eliminate the Israelites. So what you going to do about that? You going to join forces with them? Because when you do that, you're going against your people. No, you got to separate yourself from them and join yourself to your brothers. The Hispanics need to join forces with the natives and the blacks, so-called, right? And the so-called blacks need to look out for, watch out for, help, provide, and love the natives, so-called natives, and the so-called Hispanics, and vice versa, right? We got to come together. It's starting to, it should be becoming more and more clear that we are the Israelites. Right? We're different than the other nations. Look at how the other nations look at us. Right. We're always lumped together. Yep. The blacks and Hispanics, right? The, like Donald Trump called us in that article, the animals.
But, you know, the article I read earlier, well, I talked about earlier, about how they confused the Native Indians with the Mexicans. We all brown people. But what about the Arabs? They ain't brown people. What about the East Indians?
Right.
They ain't brown people. Why ain't nobody confusing them? We the Israelites.
That's it.
Yeah.
They're not accidentally snatching up no East Indians and holding them.
Right.
But they're brown. You know?
Yeah. The Arabs.
That's right. I mean, sometimes a damn Arab is indistinguishable from a Hispanic.
Yeah, sometimes you can't tell.
You can't tell the difference.
Sometimes you get, but they ain't getting snatched
But yet
up.
and still, somehow, they're not managing to get picked up by ICE. See that?
Right.
It's like precision incisions, you know.
Let you know everything is spiritual.
Yeah.
That's right.
It's spiritual.
It's not about the skin color.
And all of that is pursuant to Psalms 83 anyway.
There you go.
You know, because all the nations agree. They know who we are.
Yeah.
And they know once the 144,000 is sealed, they know their kingdom is ours.
That's right.
So they're going to do whatever they can to keep the Israelites from coming back as a nation. They all know that.
Yeah.
I mean, just think about it. The precision and the effort that it takes to teach the Bible without mentioning the Israelites.
Yes.
That takes a lot of effort.
It takes a lot of effort.
It does.
A lot of lies.
A lot of lies.
Yeah.
Both omission and commission lies.
Mm-hmm.
Right? But it's what's happening.
Yep.
So, hey, I want to say peace and blessings to the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel. Woe to the other nations. Right? Hey, we're running out of time, people. Get your mind right. And your mind should be this.
That's it.
Right? That's it. So, giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. I want to say death to America. Kwame Yashala.
Kwame Yashala.